All right, we are live. We are live. We are live, and what a strange day it is. It's been, man. Unfortunately, the we're doing a little small retirement, if you will, ceremony for the
That's awesome.
little retirement ceremony, giving the Exile podcast a gold watch on its way on its
On
way
his
out
way
the
to the
door.
retirement home.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh man, but imagine, no, all jokes aside, as you see it by the title, man, our brother Erok, YouTube did our brother Erok dirty, and today he's going to give his side because as you before I introduced you, I just want to say this: you've been a blessing to me in the 3 years that we've known each other.
Oh man, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, man. And for those who don't know, unfortunately, Erok X channel got deleted by YouTube and he's going to explain it because I really don't understand it. So hopefully, the details will put things into perspective. But for those who don't know, for years, Erok X, I believe 7 years, he had the Erok X channel started as Erok 8. What was it, 8150? I think.
Yes, 8150.
Yeah, Erok 8150 then became Erok X, and around the 2018 2019 years, a young guy named Unlimited Production, who was a fan of Xbox, who's looking for content of gamers who like Xbox, ended up coming to this man's channel, and this man's videos, young, a young Unlimited Production, haven't had his first beer yet, right? Kind of guy, you know, is in his comment section because finally I found a channel, one of the few channels of a gamer who likes Xbox, and he's spitting facts, and he don't hold back. You could tell he's just a real raw Philly dude, and I'm in his comments just leaving these long comments in his comment section because this is my first. This is the only one of the few channels, Erok, that I'm finding that I could have an outlet of somebody who actually knows, who actually likes Xbox, who actually knows what he's talking
Wow.
about, and I could give my input, right? And remember, 2018, 2019, this was the years of the guys like Crap Gamer jumping to PlayStation because
Hmm.
of exclusive of the years of guys like who's next gen's 27,
Yep.
flipping like all these dudes who are Xbox dudes who I kind of find a channel, they start to jump by the time I found them, really. And so they jump ship, and it's like the Xbox community is in disarray over nonsense. And here I find this guy, and then lo and behold, you invite me. You're like, hey man, come and join us. We're doing a podcast, and I come join you. And the first few times I'm a little nervous, not as confident as it that's going to happen. And then lo and behold, 3 years later, we're good friends. You know what I'm saying? As we always say, my big brother in the game. You always call me your little brother in the game,
Hmm.
right? And to see what YouTube did to you, and you're going to explain because I do not understand the context of it. I don't understand why your channel was deleted.
I don't
Like
understand either.
YouTube, yeah, man, YouTube out here deleting your channel like you putting up porn videos or some shit, man, of Sasha Grey or something. But you do not. You and then this morning you say, hey, guys, the Exile podcast on hold. My channel, my channel is what do you say that? But your channel was being I had a copyright strike, I think it
First, it
was.
was a copyright strike.
Yeah, and then about an hour later, it's deleted altogether. I'm in the middle of work, like, what the fuck am I reading? And so our resident private detective, private investigator, Tuckmaster, he trying to call everybody in the sun. I'm the only reason why he ain't here yet, Iraq, because I'm pretty sure he's contacted YouTube headquarters to talk about this shit.
Or he went to sleep.
Yeah, but he's calling everybody trying to figure out what's up. And I sent the link to both of them, by the way, so if they could
Hmm.
jump down, they will. But man, I do want to get your input. I do want to get just kind of your testimony, if you will, on your journey in YouTube. I do want to give your channel the proper respect it's due. I don't care. I don't care that you had 1,400, 1,500 subscribers. Your content was better than most of these gaming guys out here who spent years lying to us, doing unnecessary clickbait and all this other stuff. So yeah, man, I want to get your thoughts on what happened and everything.
Well, man, I got to tell you, man, your support over the years, and your friendship has meant a lot to me. To let everybody know what's been going on, YouTube sent me a notice not even 24 hours ago that my channel had a copyright strike over it because of content that they deemed not safe for the community. And I believe it was one of those videos that I made a while back where I was battling this dude called Video Game Lover 58.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the strike came from. And then, like almost a few hours later, another copyright strike came through saying that, and I'm still trying to figure out this one out, that a playlist I had made, because how I started on YouTube, how I discovered YouTube was music.
Right.
That was, I made several playlists about music and, uh, classic oldies, hits of the 80s. That's one of the great things about YouTube, man. It's YouTube basically eliminated compact discs and having to have CDs until Spotify came along, which I'm discovering Spotify today and getting all my music back. Now it's on Spotify. But so they sent me this notification that, yeah, man, we had to take down one of your playlists. We feel as though that your playlist is it breaks our community rules. It violates our community rules. And what it was a playlist basically featuring bikini models from this channel called the Fashion Channel and another channel called Shift. Every year, Shift has these bikini shows, and I had a fucking playlist of a bunch of bikini bitches and a playlist of a lot of these YouTube models. They do what's called clothing hauls and try-ons, and it's about as lewd as possible, right? Nothing new, nothing threatening the community. So that was the playlist they took down, right? What's so curious about them taking down that playlist was that stuff is not my content. None of it was made by me.
Right.
It's all content that belonged to other people. So why wouldn't they go after the content creators? Why would you take down that playlist? A fucking playlist called The Real Unhappy Camper. That was the name of it. I think he bought seen it before. So that was curious. So I contested it. And this morning, that's when I get the news that the Erok X channel was taken down because of too many violations of YouTube's policies. So, instead of fighting it, unlimited production, and instead of being upset, because really what made me the most upset, it wasn't the 7 years I put into YouTube. It wasn't the over 5,000 videos that are lost. What really got me mad was that I lost my fucking music playlist, but I discovered Spotify just this morning. Never even fuck with Spotify. And like, I'm slowly building back my music playlist, and now they'll be on Spotify. The way I feel about it is unlimited production. In 7 years, I did my thing. I went out here, man, and the only reason why the Erok X channel even existed on unlimited production was because when I came to YouTube when I began discovering gaming channels in 2013, the first guys that I followed was Big Gamer Small Talk, which is a podcast hosted by Next Gen 720, Crab Dick Gamer, Showstopper, John Doe, and Worry War. And I love those guys, man. I wanted to be those guys, right? Like, man, these guys are out here, they're fighting a good fight for Xbox. So in 2014, I began seeing that a lot of people out here were just spreading misinformation about Xbox. Even some of these YouTubers who we followed and who we supported. So I was watching this dude named Kid Smooth and always commenting in his comment section, just like you. And Kid Smooth found out that I, had a little dumb, stupid free blog on oneup.com, which that site isn't even to fuck around anymore. But he was like, dude, I'm gonna give you a mic, man, and see what you got. Come on the Let's Talk Games podcast. And that's how my YouTube journey began. I never had any intentions of starting a YouTube channel, but Kid Smooth was like, man, you should go out there and do your thing. And the rest is history. In 7 years, man, I had hoped that I had reached just 2 people, that out of the sea of misinformation, people lying about Xbox and people out here making videos denigrating Hebot and putting up racist content and You got channels out there with the Proud Boys waving Confederate flags and chicks basically having tryout halls and, you know, showing you everything they got. Right. They chose to go after the small YouTube channel with less than fucking 1,000 subs or less than 1,400 subs or whatever it was. So it is what it is, man. Instead of looking at it as 7 years of work down the drain, I look at it as a lesson learned. I look at it as I'll never do content again that I don't own. Mm-hmm. I'll never, because that's basically what Instagram and YouTube is. It's basically free web hosting. All right. I'll never, if I ever was to start another channel again, I'm not going to do it where someone else is in control of my content. You know, I'm not trying to be the bringer of bad news, but YouTube was in control of all my content. Right. And at any time they could do some shit like this. I had no control over it. I had no control over what happened to me on some dumb shit. It's crazy to think that some dumb shit put down the Erok X channel, some stupid shit that don't even make any sense. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. And in closing, man, if I reach 2 people, you or somebody else, or inspired, you know, somebody else to come out here and have a voice and just spread the truth out of the thousands of channels out there spreading bullshit, then my mission is accomplished. I'll be 54 years old Saturday, Unlimited Production. Right. With all due respect, man, I'm not going to be disrespectful and say I've outgrown this, because I will always do the Unlimited Truth. Hopefully I'll still get an invite. I will always do Sega Man show and whenever you guys need me. But my job is done here, man. I think I've outgrown this. I'll be 54 Saturday, Unlimited Production, and I think it's time to grow up. You know, I fought my battles with the PlayStation ponies or the Sony ponies, or as we called them back in the OneUp.com days, the Sony drones. My job is done. Like, how longer can I make these videos? What was I going to do? Make YouTube videos until I was fucking 57 and shit? It's, you know, it's time. I had a life once. I had a girlfriend once, several girlfriends. You know, I started companies here in Philadelphia. It's time to, you know, go back into the real world. And if this is what it took, this channel being taken down to push me out the door and push me back into the real world, you know, I got family to take care of. I have a house that needs repairs. And I'm sitting here every week trying to figure out what am I going to do next for this YouTube channel? How am I going to get this YouTube channel to grow? For 7 years, man, I've reached an impasse on trying to get subscribers and trying to figure out new ways for it to grow. So, Colin, as crazy as it sounds, man, maybe this was a good thing. And I don't know how to say this without sounding so blasé, but I look at it almost as a bad job that I had for 7 years. I really made no money. I'll never get the fucking $400 that I made from the channel that fucking YouTube still owes me. I guess they keep that now. It's just, it's done. It's over. If people could just remember the Erok X channel or Erok 8150 tried to bring truth out there in the gaming and tried to bring clarity in the gaming, like Mr. 100, like Hebot, like Showstopper, then my job is done, man. I can ride off into the sunset. I'm 54 years old. It's time to grow up. My job is done. We won. The Xbox community won. There's no need for Erok X anymore. And, you know, it's all good, guys. For anybody that's listening, you know, who supported the channel over the years, I mean, no tears, man. It is what it is. I just find it odd that at the moment of our greatest victory in the fire videos I made, that now you guys copyright strike me. Yeah. You didn't do it while I was waving fucking rifles around, running around with fucking Don King wigs on and shit. You chose now to fucking take down my channel. So, it's all good, man. If I gave people a few laughs and they had a good time watching my channel, then it was worth it. And I got to meet some great guys. He bought the world's most powerful gamer, Unlimited Production, Sega Man, Mr. 100, Tuck Master. Oh my God, my friends from Great Britain, the Welsh Gamer and Microboxer X, who I haven't talked to in so long. A guy who, for some reason, he doesn't talk to me anymore, but I'm glad I met him, Andy Mack, Del Poy, Shermanator. The list goes on and on. Ghost Rider, Showstopper, Kid Smooth. Kid Smooth. I wouldn't even have been here if it wasn't for Kid Smooth saying, here's the mic.
I remember when you introduced and interviewed Red Dead Panda.
Oh, yeah, ages ago. Yeah. And along the way, man, I tried to get other people out there. You know, a lot of the bigger YouTubers really haven't reciprocated, or even the smaller YouTubers, man. I always tried to get people out there because we were a community and we were out here to try to help each other. But, you know, my job is done. My story is done. Maybe this is in some way a blessing. You know, I have to at some point get back out here in the real world. At some point, my family is no longer going to be here and my retirement will be over. I have to prepare myself to get back out here in the real world. And it's going to be a relief to not have to worry about YouTube anymore, because really I look at it as a bad job, but it was a bad job where I met good people, if that makes any sense.
Right.
But you know, the Erok X channel is no more. And I thank you guys for this little retirement party or send off. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But go ahead, guys. It's in your hands now, guys. It's in your hands. If because I always knew we were going to lose Unlimited Production as soon as he got married, as we should have. You know, I it would hurt me to the heart if I came back in 20 years and he's still here making YouTube videos. I would feel some kind of way. But you know, I thank my little brother, man. I'm glad I met him, man. I call him my little brother because we're both like light skinned. I didn't know my man was Jamaican, but we kind of look alike. So that's how I kind of gravitated to him. And you know, Hebot knows I love him dearly, and our man Sega Man, who was technologically challenged. But I mean, that's what happened, guys. The Erok X channel got taken down for copyright strikes, and it's over.
What they try to claim anyway?
Well, I'll try to make. Hey, what's up, Hebot? I'll try to make this quick, man. They tried to say that a lot of my content goes against their guidelines. That's all. One of the things that went against their guidelines was a playlist full of content that I didn't even own. You've been in my channel before. You remember my playlist called The Real Unhappy Camper?
Okay.
With all those girls and models in it and shit. Yeah, they said that
was old. That was old, right?
What's that?
Wasn't that an old vid?
Well, it was a whole playlist full of models and shit and bikini models. They said that goes against their guidelines for some reason. Like the girls in there were too lewd or some shit. I'm like, that's not my fucking content.
Right.
So apparently you can't even have a playlist of somebody else's lewd content. So
which brings up not the paradox, but it brings up the problem of how is it that you get penalized for somebody else's content?
It's fucking
weird.
bad.
That don't make no sense.
Like you guys saw I sent you the message they sent me.
Yeah.
It was right there in black and white. Like, wow, really? That's incredible.
But the first one said that it was because of one particular video. Then the next one said that they looked at a bunch of the other stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? If he never does show inappropriate videos, you show like cartoons or little skits to make fun of whatever the topic may be, but that's it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know, Hebot. I know.
Yeah. So I don't really get that. I don't get it.
And before Hebot speak, Xbox All In, Sega Forever 100, Terrence Smith Jr. Thank you all for jumping in. One said its models have naked on YouTube right now. Yeah, man. Same with places like Twitch and everywhere else. But before I let Hebot speak, you know, I will say this. And Erok really opened my eyes to this mentality not long ago. When we did an Exile podcast about when the Xbox 360 store was rumored to close, and it turned out that wasn't true. But he did say something very poignant that I've taken to heart since, and that was that everything comes to an end. Now it sucks that it came to an end like this for Erok, because I'd rather Erok just walk into the sunset on its own. But it's some things it is what it is. There are I think over 2 billion profiles on YouTube, millions and millions, over 100 million people makes videos or some form of content on YouTube. He's not getting that channel back, unfortunately. You know, nobody's going to fight for a guy, no matter how great, how funny your content was, how relatable it was, how great the podcast were.
How real.
But I mean, nobody at YouTube's gonna do anything over a guy that only had, unfortunately, about 14 to 1,500 subs. If this was PewDiePie, they would have raised hell because he makes so much money for them. But for Erok, he's a victim of circumstances, if you will. Because I gotta say, I've never heard of anybody's profile ever be taken down over a playlist.
Yeah, that's right. They're changing their guidelines every fucking week, it seems like.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Sega Forever said someone might have reported you, and I mean maybe, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Erok had more fire.
Specific things.
Yeah, but hold on, Hebot. But Hebot had way more fire a couple years ago when he went after Gaming Griffin, or last year when he went after Oh No, It's Alex, or when he was feuding with that retarded kid, right? I say that in jest, guys.
I know, but
they report me for saying that joke.
Yeah, they're so sensitive now.
Beep it out! Beep it out!
No, all jokes aside, though, it would be weird if that was the reason, because Erok had way more fire and way more public circumstances than this. Against
situations. Right.
Remember, he shut off his comments, and this is what's crazy. Another crazy thing: Erok shut off his comments when racists were attacking him.
Yes,
and I guarantee not a single one of them.
And nobody in YouTube never did anything to reach out.
I guarantee Gaming Griffin, whatever fuck his channel was, I guarantee he never got any type of reprimand either for sending a racist after a lowly channel. Nothing. So you know that's the part that would bug everybody.
Bullshit.
But you know what? I'm gonna take it in stride the way Erok's taking it in stride. And you know, listen. I cherish his channel, because without Erok, I wouldn't have found people like Hebot or Sega Man and interacted with y'all. Because again, I remember I left a comment, and it was a comment about how PlayStation did the Sega Dreamcast dirty. And I remember Hebot responded to that, and Hebot even ended up having me on one of his podcasts. The We Got Next podcast.
But we talked on Twitter. It's just I don't think you realize it was me until we did. Because I always
that's right.
Or liked your stuff on Twitter before you even talked to Erok. But I don't think you realized it was me, because remember that's when they fucked up my Twitter handle. And I had to start all over.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right. But the point is, I just want to point out how connected everything was, thanks to Erok's channel, basically, and why it sucks that has gone away. But you know what, Erok, like you said, man, eventually you would have had to go off to the sunset anyway. It wouldn't have made sense for you to be 60 and 6 years, I think, still making videos about PlayStation dying and all this other stuff. So at least we had great times and good moments and made friends. Hell, you and Hebot literally met each other.
Right?
Yeah. So you know, and I'd love to make my way out to
that's going to end. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to make my way out to PA one day and see you guys. And so I know New Jersey's right next to PA, so that's probably just a 2-hour drive or something.
It's a friendship that we established. It's not a friendship that we just made just because of YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't end even if, let's say, he doesn't decide to do anything or come back or anything like that. You understand what I'm saying? And when we do our shows, no matter what, he's always going to be in the forefront. If we want to invite him, he can come anytime we want, no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's fucked up because, like he said, I think it's fucked up how they have all these other people showing ass and titties and doing all kinds of crazy shit, and their channels don't ever get fucked with. So it makes it feel like, when Erok said the other day, Sony's done, they're dead, they got so pissed off, they targeted his shit specifically and reported, like, yo, look, this man did this with this thing and that. Isn't that against your guidelines? I think it feels like it was a targeted situation, because he really made the ponies get hurt when he said Sony's dead, it's over. You know what I mean? I really do. And I'm pretty sure he won't be the only one. I'm pretty sure I will be at some point as well. But again, the beauty of it is, Erok, even if you decided, like for fun, to create another channel, right? You can always start fresh, and I think you'll get embraced just as much, or not more, because you've grown so much, Erok, as a content creator, and that's how you approach things from when we first started. Because when we first started, everybody mainly looked at us like racist, crazy, lunatics, out of our mind. But it's not like that anymore, right? We learn how to grow and handle situations, handle certain people and things of that nature, specific ways that I feel if your channel didn't say Erok X and it said the Exile channel, let's say, right, which people will realize, oh, that's Erok. You'll grow just as fast, and you want to do it just as a certain, just to do the podcast, that it'll still work in your favor, me personally. But of course, it's your decision. If you feel that you want to ride off in the sun right now, and maybe it's for a good cause, or maybe you need some time off to betterment in your life, because it's always, sometimes, like you said, when something ends, it's not always for the worse. A lot of times it can be for the better. It's just a scary feeling when you have to start something different or a new venture, because you're like, well, will this work out? It's like anything in life. It's a risk. It's just a shame, like I said, that you have to leave, or you can't be around, right, the way that you usually normally would in the best time of the situation with video games right now. Especially since you fought tooth and nail since 2013. So if you look at it realistically, 2013 to 2013, 2023, you've been on YouTube almost 10 years, not 7, right? And you always said it was not about the growth. If you had made money, of course you would have been happy. But it was always about what the passion you had for the culture, right? So it's never been about making money, even though it was always on the table. If you did, that was a great thing, because nobody here is stupid. If you make money doing something you love, of course you're gonna embrace it. Of course you're gonna be happy. But again, like I said, it's just a shame that the haters and people that just can't stand your victory, right, so to speak, with what's happened. That now it's like, oh, fuck this dude that got your channel potentially hurt, and now it's that they're saying that they shut it down. Like YouTube is fucked up, because when you, like I said, when you got attacked racially, which it was open and you can see it, and you should see the people that were doing it.
I think people underestimate how racist those people were. It was like his channel. Erok's channel time travel to 1910. They were calling him like a spook and spirit chucker. I'm like, what the fuck kind of this is? If that's some Wilson Woodrow racism right there, man.
If you turned on his comment section, if you would have turned on his comment section, immediately all of those comments would have been available again. You would have seen how fucking dark and racist and deep in racism they got in his comment section, just thinking it was funny. Okay, and that's why he turned it off. He did the best thing, turning it off.
All over video games, by the way.
Yes, all over, which is fucking pathetic, right? It's stupid. But again, it's fucked up how he had the proof. You can see it. But he got attacked because he had some modeling show footage on his channel on a video, which makes no sense. Because racism is way more harmful emotionally and mentally to any child than seeing a woman dressed in a specific way that maybe be provocative, right? Or all these other channels, these other people do crazy things where women come out almost half naked, sometimes naked. You can find videos on YouTube of people killing people, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, YouTube has gotten really weird. Not to drag this out, and I appreciate everything. They've been going after the ASMR channels, because ASMR are these videos where, I know it sounds weird, but some folks will be eating food, right? Yeah. And then eating food will relax you, or they'll be tapping their fingers on steel, and that steel will relax you. Or some of the girls, now just hear me out. They have these speakers, and on the speakers are ears. There's like little ears attached to the speakers, and they'll whisper in your ears. Or some girls will act like they kissing your ears. Well, YouTube are taking down them videos because they claim it's sexual. It's some crazy shit going on YouTube.
At least in those cases, that's their own content. You're being punished for stuff you don't even upload. It's like you're mad that you watch it. That's like somebody being mad at somebody watching porn. Well, then don't make the fucking porn if it's that bad.
Yeah, they mad because I made the playlist called The Real Unhappy Camper. That I was, what did they say? I was transmitting the content or some shit. That's like saying that fucking the Volkswagen plant in Germany in 1935, they're as guilty as the Nazis or the Krupp Coffee Company or the Bajas. Like they were all in cahoots with the Nazis. Like that's fucking ridiculous. But I mean, it is what it is. I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't think I will make another channel. I think I'm actually done.
Hell no.
Here we go.
You don't.
Here's Tuck.
You want to make another channel?
Hold on, give me a second. Sega Man's calling me, guys. Hold on.
All right, yeah. Hey, Tuck. Thank you. Hey, Tuck, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Tuck, thank you for joining us at Erok X retirement ceremony. Unfortunately, as everybody's now finding out, thanks to the title, Erok X channel got deleted by YouTube for some strange reason. But yeah, Tuck, let's hear your thoughts on the matter.
Listen here, man. Listen. Erok, don't give up on your channel. Don't give it up.
It's deleted, man. You do realize if he makes a new one, it's literally starting from zero.
Well, that's okay.
Right.
You can make it better.
Unlimited. Sega Man said to send them a link on Instagram real quick.
All right, yeah. I'm about to send them one now.
Man, y'all got links.
I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go and see what my wife wants. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you better go.
Even during Erok's retirement ceremony, Tuck can't help himself.
I tell you,
yo, can you imagine at a funeral? Sorry, guys, my wife calling me. But we're trying to put him to rest.
Don't put him in dirt yet. I gotta go get my puppies. Yeah, he bought. I don't think I will make another channel. The last 7 years has been exhausting. Trying to figure out how to grow the channel, and me and you out here on these streets and 100 busting our asses making content, and these other cats, I'm not going to name names, come out of nowhere who had the complexion for the protection and the collection, who come and fucking do what we did a year ago, right? They doing what we did now years ago, and now they got 40,000 subscribers and Patreons and making money.
Right.
I don't feel like that shit, man. I don't. I have to get ready.
I'll be honest with you, Erok. I think because so many people, because the Exile has grown, right? It's got a following. Just look at the viewership every time. It goes up to 300 and 400 weekly when you let it sit there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel, right? I really feel like if you even wanted to start from scratch, like I said, if you want to, right? You'll grow again and faster because now you're on another level of how you approach things. Right now, you're much smarter, you're much tactical, you're much more wiser with this whole stupid YouTube shit, right?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about either I don't like Twitch. Twitch is too hard to use.
Yeah,
if I could get
if you're not a half naked blonde woman, you ain't going.
Yeah. If I don't know. I'm trying to dig into what Spotify does, but if I ever do bring back the Exile podcast, it's going to be probably on one of them a different format.
They got that Rambo, right? Those other like YouTube style things that are starting to come out now. That people are going there, especially a lot of people that are involved in politics because of the politics guidelines they got. They be shutting people down when they talk about like lesbians and transgender people. So, I think it's called Rumble. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I'll see because StreamYard doesn't work with a lot of different sites and apps right now.
And the reason why I'm saying that, Erok, from all truthfulness and from the heart, is because one, the Exile has grown and it continues to grow. That's number one. Number two, when you do the GC stuff, that's really good stuff that people don't really like to do in a positive way because you know DC gets that Xbox hate,
Mhm.
right? Or when you do other stuff like for satire, it's awesome. That shit is fantastic when you do that stuff.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you could maybe just venture in that stuff and keep it as clean as you can so they don't fuck with you and they don't be like little assholes. But, you know, but again, it's up to you, right? Whatever you feel comfortable with. Now is your playing field. You can decide to do whatever you want. But I know it sucks to be like, yo, I'm going to start from scratch. You know what I mean? But you've always said you didn't give a fuck about the viewership. You just about the followership. You just gave a fuck about putting your word out there anyway. But
Well, hey,
but you know, it's just not. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
well,
I
I'm
know.
gonna play. I'm gonna say my little say, and that's it. No, Erok, you do not need to go anywhere.
Unlimited. Can you hear me?
Bring
loud and
bring
clear.
your new channel out and start from scratch. Listen,
And we can campaign for you too. And people, once they know you got a new channel, I'm pretty sure they'll go over there too anyway.
see, y'all
So I
can get
mean,
stuck on
there's
that.
options. There are options.
Hey, Hebot, Erok is the one that brought me to Erok's channel. If nobody did not want to give me a chance to hear my voice, those two brought me into the X-Hop podcast. So no, you do not give up. Listen here, I'm older than you. No, you don't give that shit up. I'm telling you that right now. No, you don't give it up. I'm fighting for you, man. I was upset all day today about this crap. I called.
We'll all fight for him. That's the whole point. Erok's not alone on this, you know.
It's and Erok, you gotta understand. These guys right here that's in this panel, we family.
I know.
We are family. And this affects all of us, just not you.
What happened, Erok?
I'll get the super
Tuck. Sorry to cut you off, but Sega Man might be at work, so I'm a little.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Go ahead, Sega Man.
What happened, my nigga? What happened, man?
The Erok X channel is no more. YouTube has taken it down. It's gone. It's over. And guys, listen. Oh man, I couldn't have met a better bunch of dudes. I couldn't have picked a better bunch of dudes to be a part of my little venture. But after 7 years, and Tuck, man, to hear your passion, you know I love you, Tuck. We clown around with you a lot, but you know it's all love. But guys, listen, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'll still appear on the Xbox Outlaws podcast and on Tuck Masters Xbox Lions Den, and Hebot whenever he does We Got Next in 2026. And I'll always be available for the Unlimited Truth. But in life, guys, everything comes to an end. I'll be 54 years old in actually Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a birthday gift, huh?
Guys, what? No, man. Sometimes, guys, I know you're like, E, why are you so calm about this? I was upset at first. Really, I was mad as shit because I lost my music playlist. I was pissed about that because my music playlist, like as Hebot's been in my channel, he know I had some banging music playlists, like New Jersey with all that classic shit. Hebot was like, oh my God, I haven't heard this song since I was 5 years old. But I discovered Spotify. I'm slowly finding the music because I have it all locked in my head and memory. All things come to an end, man. All things come to an end. And I Tuck, listen. I hear you, dude. I hear you. Tuck, I love you dearly, Miguel. I do not have the energy to start another YouTube channel. This has been a long 7 years, from 200 subs to 400 subs to 600 subs. It's been a long 7 years. Watching people with half of your talent and none of your fucking verbal skills leapfrog over you and get to 200,000 subs, and watching these guys lie and spread misinformation like a Dreamcast guy. Oh no, it's Alex, and just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But I was here for a reason. And if I reach 2 people, like I told Unlimited Production earlier, if I reach 2 people, I did my job, and let them know about the truth about Xbox. The Xbox was a great platform, and these other guys were lying to you. My job is done, man. I mean, guys, there was times when I was at my garage up in the Northeast Philadelphia, getting ready to grab my trolley and go on a job, sitting in the comments section, arguing with some idiot named Andrew Wilkinson over fucking PlayStation. Like This was in 2015. Like,
Right.
I had Andy Mack in my comment section in 2017 fighting with dudes. Like unlimited production. You do know that all things come to an end, and sometimes they come to an end for a good reason. Gratitude. I will never forget. It's not like we're not going to see each other again. It's just my channel doesn't exist. I'll still be making appearances on your podcast, but the Erok X channel isn't worth fighting for. It's not worth fighting for. Let it go. Like Indiana Jones's father told him, and Indiana Jones and what the fuck was that movie? That third movie. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay. I was upset at first. Like, what the fuck? My goddamn music playlist. I took years collecting that shit. I can't remember half of that shit. I'm 54 years old. But as far as the Erok X channel, what was I gonna do, guys? Be fighting fucking PlayStation fans until I was fucking 60? Like, like, guys, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be all right because we've got Hebot, we got Tuck, we got Sega Man, we got Unlimited Production until he gets married. And he always said once he gets married, he's the fuck out, if not sooner. You guys have won. Our battle is over. Xbox has won the content war. There's no need for Erok X to be out here anymore, making his videos and putting on his Don King wig. But again, if I reach 2 people, I did my job. I would have liked to make some fucking money, but if I reach 2 people, I did my job. Guys, gentlemen, gratitude. I know it's not cool to say I love you to men, but I will on this one occasion. Gratitude. I love you. Thank you.
The feeling's mutual,
we
brother.
love you too, Erok.
We've always told you we have nothing but love for you, brother. You know that.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Hey,
Tool Man giving you a shout out for your birthday, Erok.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Gratitude.
Yeah, but Sega Man, you got any thoughts on the matter? On the Erok X retirement party? Give him his gold watch.
That's funny. Put him out there in pasture.
Yeah.
Erok, brother, listen, man. I really understand what you're saying, brother. I really do, and I know it's what you want to do, brother. But I still, if you could do it for your brother Sega man, I mean, I still want you to be, like the Erok X, and come on, man, and don't let go of the Don King stuff, man, and the stuff you do, even though the channel's not there no more. Because remember, bro, we started this shit together, man.
Sega Man. Sega Man, I forgot to tell you. The Exile podcast is yours now. I'm gonna send you the graphics, which you'll never use because you haven't figured out how to use StreamYard yet. And every other Sunday, you're gonna do it now, and I'll be your special guest, and I'll let you worry about the content. Isn't that great?
Actually, I can do it, but I have to upgrade. You know what I mean? I have to hold on, Tuck, because I gotta go, G. I can't be on there all day.
I got you.
Hold on, bro.
You better go back to work before they find you in the closet and fire you, man.
I said I'm gonna let it go.
Well, I'm in my own lunchroom, bro. I have a whole floor to myself. Nobody comes up here. But bruh, I understand that you want to do that, man. If you're gonna give us the helm, that's cool. But I want you to be there, man. Seriously.
Of course.
I want you to be there because we're not beaten. Even though this happened, and I want every motherfucker out there to know we ain't beaten because it's happened to my brother. You know what I'm saying? We're not beaten. He's gonna be on the podcast. He's gonna be on the Unlimited Truth. He's gonna be on the Outlaws podcast. The lines then when Tuck does it in 4028, and then when our brother Hebot, does We Got Next, man. The Exile is not dead. It's not gone anywhere. All right. It's just it's passed on to the brothers. This is what Erok is doing. So Erok will still be here on the podcast, man, even though this happened. I'm very upset about what happened, man, to my brother Erok. But hey, it shows you what's going on out there, guys. It shows you what's going on out there over games and stuff like this, that this kind of stuff would happen, man. I really believe I don't really know Erok. I don't want to really get too much in your business about the channel, but I believe somebody was behind this, man.
That's what Hebot said. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such
somebody was behind this.
Yeah, it's so strange, Sega man. I've never heard of a channel getting a copyright strike for a playlist and then being deleted for I still don't fully understand why.
Somebody's behind this, Brother Unlimited. I know there is. It has to be somebody that we clowned or Erok clowned or something like that, and they did
That's a
this.
lot of people.
Somebody's behind it.
He said that's a lot of people.
You're right, man, but I
We had
believe
more enemies than Medgar Evers. God damn. Like, yeah, that could be anybody.
Let's not forget, last year Erok and New Legal were out here calling exposing Oh No It's Alex for his gay whatever the fuck he was saying, all that weirdo shit he was saying.
could be, you never know, it could be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I can't really put the blame on anybody because I don't know. But
well, Terrence Smith is saying Erok is right. Don't want to end up like Optimonymous Cole. Rest in peace, the Optimonymous Cole, because he ended up passing away, getting upset because of this Xbox and PlayStation console shit.
Yeah, and he was in his 60s too.
Yeah.
He ended up in a coma, I believe, right?
Yeah, man. So sometimes, you know, it's all right to hang it up. Everybody don't gotta be the podcast version of Tom Brady and do this for every fucking everybody's wishing for you to retire and shit. Hey man, Tom Brady played for a long fucking time, and by the time he retired last season, I wasn't even. Normally, when a player retires, like, hey man, you had a great career. Brady's like, oh fucking finally, man, you like,
he limped away. Yeah, that was sad to see.
Yeah, man. You don't want to be like I used to be a big wrestling fan. You don't want to be like the Undertaker. He used to wrestle once a year, and he just got sad seeing an old man slowly walk to the ring of WrestleMania and all this shit.
Yeah,
you know, go out like Stone Cold, man. Stone Cold retired in like 2003. Hasn't wrestled since. And now everybody's memory of him is giving Vince McMahon a middle finger and shit. That's like sometimes it's all right to go out on top, you know. And Terrence Smith, and I don't want to hold up Sega Man, but I do want to point this out. It's unfortunate that our final memory of Optimus Code, or for PlayStation fans who follow, is him in the hospital. For sure. So when people hear their name, they think of that and not. I don't really know what the fuck he talked about other than PlayStation shit. But hey, whatever his fan base was into, you know, they kind of remember him for that. And I want people like I want someone like Hebot or Erok to be like Hebot should be known for being a video game historian. He is, man. I swear. But before he ever calls it quit, I'm having him record his damn knowledge and sending it to the Video Game Hall of Fame or some shit. because his video game knowledge need to be studied.
It's ridiculous.
And then say with Erok, man, let Erok go out on top. You know, the last Exiled podcast was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? And now we're just going to branch off for there. We got people like Dea now. For all we know, we could always invite somebody else in the chat who's been excellent. You know what I'm saying? And just go from there. So I just want to say that. Sega Man, if you got anything else, I do not want to hold you on your lunch break.
Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm gonna stay for a little bit. I'm good.
Okay.
I could stay for a little bit, man. But I had to see what was going on with my mans. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I know.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear y'all. I hear the brothers, man. I'm still a little upset about it because that's my boy.
Yeah, we all are, man. We all are.
You know, but you're right. I agree. You're right. And
you know, Sega man, not to cut you off, but I was telling Unlimited earlier, it is a lesson. It is a lesson learned, a 7-year lesson about not owning your content, because a lot of YouTube content creators, they make their content on a PC and they store their content possibly on an external hard drive. None of my stuff was stored on an external hard drive. It was just uploaded right to YouTube.
Right.
So I really did, except for the logo and the intro video, I really didn't own Erok X. YouTube owned it. They never even paid me the money that I got from the fucking chat. So they probably will keep that. So it's like it taught me a lesson about having ownership of your shit. So if I was ever to do anything again, because I do want to now segue into doing my film and movie reviews, it has to be on a web hosted page where I at least own my content And if the web hosted page goes down, I can take my content with me. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything. YouTube was pulling all of the shots. And after actually more than 7 years, I joined YouTube in 2008. So after a relationship that long, for them to do something that dirty, it's cool. I don't want any more dealings with them other than fucking, going there once in a while and watching a movie trailer. So guys, it's okay. It's okay. You guys will continue on the Xbox legacy with the Xbox Outlaws podcast, The Unlimited Truth. We got next, and the Xbox Lions. Then, if Mr. 100 is out here fighting a good fight, I don't know for how much longer, but guys, it's okay. I mean, even Spartacus had to fucking come to an end. So I'll still be on your podcast, man. It's just, I'm alleviated now from having to figure out how to do fucking content and keep the show going. It is what it is, man.
Right. And Jay, unfortunately, it is true that Erok channel was deleted. It wasn't shut down. It wasn't temporarily suspended. It was flat out deleted, which is just insanity to me. Yeah, what you mean?
To type it up, it doesn't come up. It's the channel taken down or something like that.
Yeah, all his videos gone. All the content, everything, man. Hey, Dea. So unfortunately, Erok yesterday had a copyright strike. Then this morning they just flat out took it down. It's extremely
over a stupid fucking playlist. Something that shit don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah.
Can I ask you
Over a playlist?
Unlimited.
Oh my man.
Unlimited, brother.
What's up, Sigma?
Now you said it was under a playlist, and Erok and Ebot chime in for me. Let me know. Kick me a little knowledge about this. Is it now? Could it have been honestly somebody that turned in or something like that? Turned in or something on his playlist, and they deleted his channel. Or
they would be
different?
they would be turning in somebody else's content. Again, like I said, it was a playlist of about, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 or I don't know, maybe 80 videos from the fashion channel and from a channel called Shift of bikini models. A couple of videos from these women doing what's called try on hauls, where they try on bikinis and shit like that. I am a guy. I do look for sophisticated entertainment. Sue me. But none of the content was mine. I didn't own any of the content. It was just in a fucking playlist. So apparently now you can't have a lewd playlist. Somehow that playlist went against YouTube's guidelines on whatever decency is. And it does sound like the direction that YouTube is going in, because as I said a few minutes ago, a lot of ASMR videos where girls have gotten too sensuous doing their ASMR have gotten copyright strikes. So YouTube is changing. You all are probably not going to be affected, but like it's just crazy again. Like I said, that my channel gets stricken for content that I didn't own. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to try to start another channel. I'm not going to, guys, 7 years? God damn, 7 years is enough. I don't even know who was president 7 years ago. Who the fuck was president 7 years? 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. 7 years. I've been through 2 cars. I've seen my family get older. Like, what was I going to do? Be wearing a Don King wig when I was fucking 56? Look, listen, I loved it, man, but it's over, and it's a good thing, man. Now I can just be a guest on you guys' show. You guys will have to figure out all the content, and I could just be that guy that shows up. Like, hey, remember that guy Erok? It's okay.
No, bro, you ain't a guest, man. You're a member, brother. You're a member on our channels. There ain't no guests. You're our brother. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's nice, Tigger, man. That's nice. That's nice. That's much appreciated, man. But guys, this is not sad. This is nothing to, 7 years is enough, man. 7 years, my God, is enough. And Kid Smooth's been doing it longer. I don't know how these guys keep going on, man. I mean, the console or content war is over. It's like, look, I didn't want to be that Japanese guy still on that island fighting World War II in 1976. Bro, trust me, man, it's all good. I was mad at first. I was mad. I was really mad about my fucking playlist. The content's going forever. Matter of fact, my content had gotten so deep, I don't even remember my first videos back in 2015. I don't even remember them. I know they was low quality, but like my content had gotten so deep, and the reason why my content had changed was because I noticed that I spent so much time fighting idiots, and sooner or later, one of these idiots is going to bite you in the ass because they're mad. They're mad about what you're talking about. They're mad because their side of the war lost. And, you know, who knows what happened? We could sit here and speculate and hire detectives and hire fucking that dude Perot with the glasses and mustache to try to figure out what happened. It doesn't matter what happened. All that matters is that it happened. The channel's gone, man. You know, I can focus on getting this fucking house repaired and fixing my car and taking care of my family and let you guys worry about all the content. And when I do show up to your shows, I'm going to bring 100% as a guest now. And it's okay. Please, nobody, no tears, man, in the audience.
Yeah, Daya here left a comment saying, darn, I wish I could stay longer. That's fine, Daya. I understand everybody got lives. I don't expect people to put themselves on hold, but I had to log in to figure out what was happening. Erok, I will try to add you to my gamer tag soon. I can't stay. Be strong. You will always be a part of the group. Yeah, of course, man. Erok's family to us, man, and so are you, Daya. So yeah, I think we all got our feelings out the way. If anybody else got anything to add, let me know.
Terrence Smith said basically Erok got punished for being a man of culture. Yes, man, that is right. It is against
you. You know, it's modern day, so men can't do nothing anymore. The only way you get praised now is if you're wearing dresses.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, but you know, all jokes aside, this ain't a political channel. You know, we got to protect Hebot because he gonna be next. I'm just saying.
Oh, man. I'm surprised he still has his channel. My God,
he had that fat dude that was stalking him, so he might be the next one to hit that report button on his channel. What was his name, second man?
That's so real.
That's so yeah. He got that guy stalking him. So we gotta protect him next. What's that?
Unlimited Erok and Tuck. Just remember, we're always gonna have the last laugh. So don't think you won out there for what you did, whoever you are. We're always gonna have the last laugh. Not you.
Yeah. I mean, we listen. They fought a battle that they already lost, basically.
Yeah.
Because all that's going to happen is Erok's just going to go back to enjoying life. You do realize that. You do realize Erok ain't going to be up at 3 a.m. trying to argue with you on Twitter over this shit. That shit ain't happening. So
I lost a channel where I made $0 per hour. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Like, I hate to be a dick, but like now if I had 300,000 subs, then I'd be a little bit fucking hot.
Yeah, and you'd actually be able to fight for that channel too.
Yeah, that fucking channel was going nowhere after 7 years. We have to be realistic with guys. Please don't take this the wrong way, but 7 years and 1,400 subs, like it was time to pack it anyway. They just helped me pack my bags faster. That's all. But please, because I know Unlimited Production had this video he wanted to show, and you guys are going to just have a ball watching this because it's crazy.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, but before I play this video, just a little context. The Last of Us released on PlayStation, and Sony did a terrible job porting it. So as a result, the most miserable people on the planet, PlayStation fans, this particular PlayStation fan, IGN's or maybe formerly IGN, don't know if still works there, Greg Miller went on this hilarious rant. When I play the video, I'm going to need y'all to kind of stay quiet because it'll echo badly if y'all speak. But you gotta watch this. This shit is hilarious.
All right.
Let's turn up that volume.
PC players, on behalf of all PlayStation players, got you dumb bitch. God, I told you how long ago buy the console. You're like, now I want 100 million frames a second, blah, blah. Well, how about 14 crashes in 4.5 hours? You stupid idiot. You stupid fucking idiot. How stupid do you look right now, huh? When it crashes and your screen goes black and you see the reflection of your goblin self hunched over with your mouse and keyboard, do you go, oh my God, I'm wasting my life with my drivers. Oh, my 4080 can't run this game. Oh no, what do I do? It's not too late. TurboTax, finish your taxes. Sell this fucking piece of trash. I don't care that it glows blue and it's got some coolant. And oh, look, it runs an anime on my graphics card while it goes. You seen this kind of shit people are doing to these things now?
Runs an anime on my graphics card?
I've seen screens on graphics, like the inside. You know, you got it doesn't matter. Anyways, you're all spending too much money on your fucking PCs that can't even run The Last of Us Part 1. I warned you. I begged you to support the Vita. You didn't. This is what you get. You reap what you fucking sow, PC.
All right. So he did. So this dude gives us a 1.5 minute rant over a PlayStation game going to PC. This is nonsense. Okay, this is why we make fun of these guys. This right here. This is why people make fun of PlayStation dudes, because this pencil neck geek who worships PlayStation, who gets so upset that, oh my gosh, other people dare to play video games somewhere other than a Japanese box. He's up here ranting, gloating because one shitty game doesn't run well. And by the way, what is he going to say when that game gets an update in a week and then it's going to play better 4K 60 on the PlayStation, on their PCs? And you know what? And the thing is, PCs, this is just hilarious to me. What are you doing, Greg? This is why Erok retiring, quote, so to speak, isn't such a bad thing. Because is this how can you put that out there and not be embarrassed? So you insult PC players and then you still tell them to buy PlayStations. Basically, why the fuck would they do that?
Because he thinks that as long as he's thinking if they go buy a PlayStation, that PlayStation's gonna keep surviving, because after that beatdown yesterday, with knowing that they're not going to stop this fucking acquisition.
All right,
they know they're not going to grow any better, and it's not going to get any better for them. He knows
hold on. Sounds like Sega man need to go.
All right, hey brothers, Erok man, I will get back with you, man. I will hit you up.
All right.
I'm going to be off tomorrow and Friday. I took a couple vacation days, so I'm going to get up with you. All right.
All right, man. Take care of yourself, brother.
All right, man. Peace, guys.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us, man. All right, yeah. So, I wanted to get his views, his opinion on it, but that's all right. But it's just that this right here, man. By the way, why the fuck would people want a PS5? Remember, Horizon Forbidden West was bricking that console. Hey, Greg, are you going to talk about that? Or why don't you go on your podcast and say, hey, you PS5 losers, you paid $500 for this boring fucking game to brick your console? You see, when I saw this video, and I saw it before Erok and I went live, I was like, I gotta talk about this because this rant is just so bizarre to me. Listen, this isn't. I could understand if Greg was just some random dude, but he's supposed to be a quote unquote gaming journalist. He's not just us. Even Tuck's dog is talking shit about him, huh? But yeah. Hey, but Erok, man, I'm gonna start with you since you're the man of the hour. This right here, this insane rant. This is what the PlayStation community is boiled down to. They couldn't stop the Activision. They can't stop Blizzard. They don't got exclusives. Because remember, they were the ones who used to say, what was that they used to say? They got people like him used to have powerful PCs to run Xbox games. How can I forget? So, Erok, the comedy, the man. What are your thoughts on Greg Miller's bizarre rant over a boring fucking video game not running well on PC?
7 years. 7 years of this lunacy. And Tuck is telling me to start another channel?
Yeah.
I am 7 years of Greg Miller. What the fuck is that?
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that, man.
Dogs barking.
Dogs barking.
The music ready for his lady later on. That's why.
Jazz music. Tuck is a different. Listen, working with Tuck is not easy, folks.
Working with fucking Gail King would be easier, and all she does is fucking throw black men under their bus. My God, 7 years of this shit. Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
7 years of this shit. Video game lover 58. 7 years of this shit, and it never ends. No matter what happens, no matter if there's war in the Ukraine, whether there's a meteorite heading towards Earth. 7 years of this shit. Now, only a few hours after the dust is settled from the CMA approving the Activision Microsoft deal, now they're going after PC gamers because one of their precious games is arriving on PC. One of their precious exclusives that couldn't be played anywhere else but PlayStation. 7 years of this shit. 7 years of fucking Amazing Lucas. 7 years of King Thrash and his fucking in-depth fucking analysis of every Xbox game. 7 years, guys. So it isn't surprising me that on the day that the Erok X channel is dead and that I'm finally riding off to the sunset, that these guys are continuing. And they're going to continue tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that because they are lunatics. Unlimited Production. Can you imagine 7 years of dealing with lunatics? And the worst part is that Kid Smooth never warned me. So this is all his fault. He never fucking warned me that for 7 years I'll be fighting with lunatics like Andrew Wilkinson, people in my comment section. This is it right here. This guy ranting about a game going to PC. They've been ranting about the same shit for years, 7 years. And it's why yesterday, whatever it was, when we were on Sega Man's show, and I said, listen, I never told my ex-girlfriend that I was a gamer. It wasn't that I was ashamed of being a gamer. I'm ashamed of this right here. I didn't want anybody to know that there's grown men fighting over fucking toys. And so now to be finally blissfully free of this shit, now that Xbox has finally had the ultimate victory and PlayStation sooner or later is going to go away, to see Greg Miller and possibly Colin Moriarty still fighting a good fight, they're never going to stop. They're never going to stop till that console goes away. And Unlimited Production, I'm not surprised by this. This is the lunacy that Hebot and I have fought for 7 years. This is the lunacy that I saw very early on at oneup.com. In my comment section then, I should have known then. The Xbox 360 was in its infancy. And the Sony drones, not even ponies yet, were telling me that Xbox sucks. And I didn't see the writing on the wall that I would be doing 7 years of this shit. But Unlimited Production, oh man, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised by this. I should have saw the writings on the wall back in 2006 when I hung out in GameSpot forums. It never occurred to me that when Kid Smooth said, Erok, start a YouTube channel, you'll grow, you'll love it. He was setting me up. I never even saw it because no matter how hard I fought, the ponies just multiplied. They're like fucking cockroaches. You fucking get rid of one or two of them, and another one's. I didn't even know Greg Miller was still out there. He's growing a little fucking little hipster goatee. He's got the compliant black guy in the corner with the fucking Urkel glasses. Where do these fucking guys come from? Where do they fucking come from? Hebot, I love you, man. You and I both at the age now where we're dangerously close to high blood pressure and prostate cancer. Tell me you're not going to fight this war anymore. Please join me in the retirement home. Because look at these fucking nerds. Look what happened to men with muscles and tattoos. Look at these fucking nerds. I feel bad for this new generation of Xbox guys who has to deal with this because they've already seen. It's most likely it was a pony who did it in the Erok X channel. What will they do next? If this guy is on here ranting about a game that's ancient, The Last of Us, going to fucking PC Unlimited Production, this video is indicative of why I didn't tell my ex-girlfriend Patty Kramer that I played games, because I did not want her to see me arguing with this fucking guy. I digress. Hebot, what are your thoughts?
Hold on. 1 second, Hebot, because I want to piggyback just a bit off of Erok there, man. Terrence Smith said, "Bro, what happened to gaming journalists and what happened to journalistic integrity? The only journalist I follow in this space is Destin. Yeah. Look, Terrence. This is, you know what's funny, guys? These are the guys that I remember going to IGN.com or the early days of YouTube and watching them review Xbox 360 games.
Yes.
Right. And for the and watching them push narrative after narrative. 1080p, remember the infamous Destin Legary with the 1080p and 720p image and stuff. Remember, it was IGN. It was an IGN editor or writer who said God of War made him a better gamer. That was IGN. Let's not forget what site put that out there, right? And to just see them, and you think that they would have evolved, that they would have evolved with gaming, that they would have taken their their supposed knowledge, if you will, and turned it into something better for gamers. And yet he just sounds like a brat, a 12-year-old child throwing a hissy fit. Your PC sucks. That's all I hear. Is a little kid. My daddy works at Sony, and he said PC sucks. That's he might as well just said that shit. Basically,
like Clueless, that they're going to patch that shit and it's going to be in fucking blazing fucking 8K resolution.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, have you not learned from the Xbox Series X? When a game comes out in the first day, the digital foundry, the PlayStation 5 version, and then they patch it 2 days later. Oh wait, the game plays way better on the Xbox. Oh, how does that? Yeah, that's how shit is sometimes with modern gaming. But nope. Instead, here's the thing. And before I get to the Tuck and Hebot, here's the thing. These guys have taken so many L's because every single narrative they've ever had this last decade for sure has been disproven. That they got to grasp to whatever they perceive as a W. But this isn't a W because all this does is make Sony look bad. How does it make Sony? Sony is selling their product to a new customer base and they did a piss poor job. Why would the millions of PC gamers now buy PlayStation games going forward? And that's not going to help PlayStation because we just knew recently that that's right, their exclusives don't make money. That's why they're copying Xbox and putting their games on PC. So he is so small-minded, guys, and so in the moment that he does not see the bigger picture. All he sees is that, hey, the console that I play and I quote unquote told you guys so. It runs this boring game better. No. You just come off like a brat who's celebrating. Like, you know what he comes off to me, man? He comes off like a team that's celebrating just making the playoffs or some shit. Didn't win the Super Bowl, didn't win the championship game, didn't even make the Super Bowl, but kind of made it to the playoffs and got their ass beat by Xbox, basically. But again, when there's been what W has Sony has had in the last 3 years? Fucking none. So he's got a grasp, and it's just so hilarious. So, Tuckmaster, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, y'all. I'm here.
Yeah, man. But before I let Hebot speak his thing, Tuck, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, man, hey, man, let me tell you right now, man. Let me tell you, I've saved somebody a lot of money today. I saved a person a lot of money today.
Which coworker that was stalking you? You finally convinced
it wasn't a coworker. It wasn't a coworker. It was my friend. I mean, the guy who I tell you that's a pony. So what happened was he put his boy on the phone with me, and so he could try to rag on me about what's going on with Sony and Sony's the best system out there. So I asked him. This is what I asked him. I said, "Well, let me ask you this, young man." I said, "What system do you got right now?" He said, "I got the Xbox." He said, "I got the new Xbox." I said, what are you going to buy the PS5 for? He goes, "Well, I know they got good games on there." I said, "Well, what game do they have on there that you had never heard of?" So he gonna turn and talk about he went on there and bought the what's the name that the
Horizon
that just came out Resident Evil 4. So he went and just bought that, okay? He bought on the Xbox. So he said, well, my boy over here says it's better on the PS5. I said, dude, why are you going to waste your money? Why are you going to turn around and buy both games for both systems you already got them on one? This is not going to play any better. It's going to be the same doggone thing. So so this is what he asked me. He asked me this. He said, "Mr. Tucker, let me ask you this. Is it more important for me to turn and for me to get a PS5, knowing that I got the Game Pass on the Xbox, I said, you know what? I said, ain't nothing to be said. After that, I said, just think about what you just said. And then he came back and said, well, you made my mind up for me. I'm not buying a PS5.
And after that, the lunch break was over.
No reason. He just said there's no reason for me to buy a PS5. And old boy was trying to rag him. He said, oh, the PS5 is better. I said, no, it's not. And I said, what makes it so bad, man? You got a PS5. And you still dog the PS5 out. And you over there talking about they don't have any games. We got more games in our catalog that y'all don't even play on y'all Game Pass. So after that, he just said, he said, man, you made my decision up for me. I am not buying a PS5. That's $500 I can keep in my pocket. But now, as far as this guy right here is concerned, oh, that's a joke. That's a joke, man. That's a damn shame. I don't have nothing to say about that. That's just a joke.
Tuck, you make me hope that on my next job, man, I don't have no PlayStation dudes there, because if they do, I'm gonna act like I'm deaf and dumb. Yeah. I'm act like I'm a mute.
No, Erok. The guy, he called me up. I mean, we're friends and everything.
How did he get your number?
No, he been having my number. We've been friends ever since I was working when I was working in the food service. But he just try to always make a point with his boys, and I try to I put him to rest every time I talk to him. Every time we talk, every time he put his boys on the phone, I make them realize what's going on. And it's been like that ever since. And I mean, everybody had not even bought a PS5.
Tuck, I'm glad y'all there fighting a good fight, man.
Yeah, man. Excellent stuff there, Tuck. Jay here said, I really hope Jim Ryan is right and they need Call of Duty, because once that deal goes through, PlayStation can get the fuck out of here and they can take their fan base with them. Yeah, hopefully their hate is so strong for Xbox they don't start jumping ship, because listen, if there's ever a world where fake Xbox, he people like Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty start wearing Xbox shirts and start saying goofy shit like haha, look how trash this game is compared to Xbox, I'm out. I ain't doing this shit no more. That'll be the line I can't come back from, because I ain't gonna be associated with this dumb shit. Because this to me, this is just embarrassing to sit here and again, he's not a YouTuber with 1,500 subscribers. He's not some guy gaming just to talk shit. He is supposed to be, from my understanding, a gaming, what's that word? Oh, that's right, journalist. And there used to be, journalists used to have something called, I don't know, partiality.
He can be impartial. He can keep his channel. He can say whatever he wants, because, again, not to bring race into it, but he has the complexion for the protection and ultimately the collection. I didn't have the complexion for the collection or protection, so I'm out of here. But he is free to go after religious fulfillment and rant about fucking The Last of Us being on PC. Yeah. And there's no one here to stop him or to even slow him down. But
yeah, exactly. And in fact, he got a compliant black guy just so he can say he's not racist.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Emmanuel, unfortunately, Erok's channel got deleted today, and the Exiled podcast will be moved to Sega Man's channel going forward. So if we ever do Exiled, it's going to be on his channel, from my understanding.
Now, I just want to say now that it's going to Sega Man's channel, there will be way less technology involved, but it'll still be over there. So
I could put stuff on screen for him if he ever needs it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Because my God, I love Tone to death, but my God, my man, he is technologically challenged. But go ahead, Unlimited.
Yeah, and Hebot, you still there? Hebot.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, Hebot, man, I'm sorry to make you wait for so long, but you saw the same video we did. You saw this weird rant. Listen, if he was just a random YouTuber, I'd let it slide. But my thing with him, people notice how I don't call out the Proto Rocks. I already know what he's a YouTuber like 3,000 subs. I already know what his gimmick is. My thing with people like Colin Moriarty, Greg Miller, and the like, Hebot, has always been, okay, you're supposed to have this platform that we'll never have. You're supposed to be a face of gaming, if you will. You're supposed to give a gaming knowledge. But instead of doing that, instead of adding to gaming, he adds to the toxicity of it. And so I'll also say this before I let you speak, Keybot. And I want you to I hope you could piggyback off my words. I never want to see him, Greg Miller, say anything about toxicity in gaming. Not when he acts like this. What the fuck am I going to listen to this guy for? That's like if a racist telling me not to make white jokes. No, go fuck yourself, right? So Hebot, what are your thoughts on this just hilariously bizarre rant? Not Colin Moriarty, but Greg Miller did today because the PC version of The Last of Us is broken right now on PC.
Hebot, are you there?
Yeah, I mean, look, Greg Miller has always trophied, right? Mm-hmm. And championed PlayStation since he started in his early days in IGN, right? Now he has his own platform, but we know so much so that his goal has always been for himself to the point where I don't think he cares if he's trying to humiliate himself, because he even backstabbed his other boy, our favorite, spokesperson, or one of our favorite guests behind closed doors, what is it? Colin Moriarty? Mm-hmm. The one that said that PlayStation does things organically, right?
Oh, he backstabbed him for real.
Right, yeah. You let him, not that he just backstabbed, but when he needed him his help, like, you know how we're here right now today, basically to show Erok that we have his back. Mm-hmm. He's not alone. If anything happens, if whatever he decides to do, because we've been through thick and thin, there's so much stuff that we're there for him, right? Yeah. He didn't do that. So right there, that he doesn't really have any. He's impartial to stuff, and he's really not. And he don't care about integrity to even someone that he had so-called a friendship with, right? So his goal, yeah, okay. I've always said, yeah, playing games on PC for the most part is kind of foolish when you're spending that much money, especially in this day and era, because of the fact that you can play at such high quality, and we can do so many things with the consoles today that PC can do as well at a fraction of the cost, right? Right. But I'm not going to be stupid enough to sit there and actually sell the bullshit saying, look, our console is going to be way more powerful and play these games way better than a PC, especially a rig that's built correctly with all the specs and bells and whistles. I'm not that stupid, because I know that's a false narrative, right? So it's either he has PC guys that bothered him, so he thinks he's going to make fun of him, that he can make fun of them and get back at them, but it's going to come at a cost, because now he targeted himself. Because you bet your ass off these motherfuckers on the PC space, people like Fratanga, maybe even people like, also Alex, right? They're going to make fun of him, especially like you said, when they make a patch where the fucking game runs at like 2,800 million 4K resolution, right? And running at 60 frames or 120 frames, that we all know that CS5 can't even nowhere near get matched, right?
And let me just add to that comment real quick. You listen. How did that phrase go? Hebot, don't throw rocks in a glass house or something like that.
Yes.
Listen, Horizon was bricking PS5s. Returnal was crashing PS5s.
Right.
You don't have room to talk shit when you're constantly.
Yes.
Up.
Right.
So continue.
Yeah, that's a great additional point, and it's a valid one. How are you going to throw rocks at somebody, or like they said before, may the person without sin throw the first rock, right? Mm-hmm. When you know that, right, the consoles on PlayStation 5 have not been, without its faults, without its failures, from bricking and overheating and not working correctly, and knowing that they're games that are cross-gen, which makes it worse, that are cross-generational games, right? Still can't run real full-fat 4K in 30 frames, in 60 frames without any hiccups, or no game in that PlayStation 5 does it. None, right? With the exception of maybe MLB, because it's a sports game, which all sports games always meet the target because they're more of a static plane, right? And it's all about the player models, the stadiums, but it's still a static plane, right? So it's easier to accomplish it with those type of games on a console, or maybe even something like a racing game like Forza, but even their GT Sport, doesn't run as well, right? Maybe on the PS5, but on the PS4 we know it didn't. Now, again, you're absolutely right. How are you going to be the first one to try to say something like, yeah, I had, when the PS5 has not been the perfect console since it released, with a lot of things and a lot of games thus far, right? Like Returnal, like you put up there, Returnal run light years better, I believe, right, than it did on PS5. But in the beginning, it was crashing. Yep. Same thing. But again, he's doing that because he wants those PC guys, right, to not buy a PS5 and just buy their games on PlayStation and buy a console, because that'll give them hope that the PlayStation will stay, afloat, right? Because it'll keep selling consoles, they'll keep being able to making games because they're buying the hardware and the games. But you can't tell people where to play their games, especially now when there's so many options. I mean, shit, the mobile space is the biggest gaming space, even though they play bullshit $1 games most of the time, but like Flappy Bird or some shit like Candy Crush. Mm-hmm. But the point is, the gaming industry and culture, it's too vast now. You got so many places where you can play. You can't just flat out tell people, don't play this here, and then make fun of it because it's not working correctly. Because the bottom line is, the truth is, the people that made the game, right, or that ported it to PC, which I believe was Iron Galaxies. Yes. Which is sad to say, because Iron Galaxies is a good developer. They're the ones who did, Killer Instincts for Xbox and shit like that. Yeah. But
well, hey, Hebot. I'm sorry to cut you off, but remember, people, how people say the Xbox effect. Well, this is the Sony effect. Then, if good developers can't port their games to PC and are being affected with this shit, maybe Sony need to step their game up. Greg.
Right. It's absolutely true. But you know that Sony just made the announcement today too of more games going to be on PC from day one too. Remember?
Yep.
And that's just ironic that happens to be they make the announcement. He makes this video on just one game, trying to say, "Oh, it's old as hell." You know what I mean? He sounds like he's just bitter because PC guys probably make fun of him all the time. And
probably hold on. Everybody makes fun of him. These are places,
right? I'm saying probably with good reason.
Erok. Do PlayStation 5s like that, like this much self-awareness? They don't realize that there's literally a genre of gaming YouTube who are making crazy views, making fun of specifically them and their actions.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Yes.
Yeah, continue, Hebot.
With good reason, because even the console community does it, because he just says a lot of outlandish shit and shit that is funny, right? Because like, yo, this dude is retarded, right? So again, it's stupid and ignorant, but it just goes to show you, like Erok was saying earlier, the type of lunacy that it predominantly comes from the PlayStation fan base, right? How they act and what they do and how they try to damage control everything. They never want Sony or take Sony and hold them with any sense of accountability. Because if they didn't optimize the game right and they paid the people that they paid, and it wasn't their team involved as well, then it's also really their fault why it's not running correctly. You get what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So you can't just be doing that. And again, like you said, because especially when you know that we've had issues already with games on PS5 that they so-called say is the greatest thing since sliced bread, So, it's not surprising. It's pretty evident that this is going to be a continuing thing, because a lot of them, they're in denial. They don't accept when something's wrong, or when, like we were talking about in this case, that they need to take accountability. They don't ever want Sony to take accountability for anything. And that's what I think is the reason why they don't do better or try to do better, because they just, whatever they do is, okay, it's no problem. We love you no matter what, a little slap in the hand, let's keep it going. But when it's everybody else, like PC or Xbox or even Nintendo for that matter, they try to act like, oh, look, it's garbage, it's this and that. So it's not surprising, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is hilarious, though.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's just so funny to me, Hebot, that again, grown man, probably in his 40s, apparently a supposed journalist, if people want to believe that, is doing stuff like this, and then don't have to it's crazy to me, Hebot, that at no point does someone like this have a self-awareness and say, hold on, my brand is supposed to be represent gaming. I'm supposed to be one of the advocates for shit like, hey guys, don't attack gamers and all that bullshit. And yet what I do, I'm gonna just go ahead and attack PC gamers for no fucking reason. It just baffles my mind. I think you know what it is, Erok, Hebot, and Tuck. It's the lack of awareness that at no point does he stop and think, hold on, how is this going to look to other people? Because outside of his bubble of his comment section, everybody's making fun of this dude. don't nobody watch that clip of him bitching about PC gamers and all this shit and thought, yeah, he has a good point. They say, well, look at this fucking clown. Look, who wants to be associated with shit like this? Nobody, man. And the chat is still giving some love to Erok for his YouTube account. Yeah, unfortunately, it was deleted, guys. It's the unfortunate news of the day. But sorry there, Hebot. If you had anything else, let us know, or else we're going to start wrapping it up.
No. I said what I had to say. Just give me a sec.
Yeah. And just let me know when you're back. But other than that, guys, thank you for joining today's impromptu show. This week has so far been kind of a crazy week. Nobody expected this, but we had to give our love and support to Erok X. He's still going to be here as a member of the Exiled family. He's still going to be on our shows. It's just unfortunately his channel is gone, and whatever he chooses to do, it's up to him. And I'm with Erok 100%, no matter what decisions he makes. So Tuckmaster. Hey, Tuckmaster, you still there? Let us know where they could find you.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy DJ Tuckmaster 785, the original 20 killer. And I hate to see Erok's channel go, but I know that he's still going to be with us no matter what. So, brother, good luck. And just take care of moms and take care of yourself. And, hey, and then we will be hollering at you pretty soon.
Excellent stuff. And Erok X, I don't know how we're gonna do your outro anymore, man, because there ain't nowhere to find you anymore.
We'll do it as we always do it. This is Erok X, the Don King of Xbox, the hype man for the Xbox brand. You can catch me now on the Unlimited Truth when he has it, or the Xbox Outlaws whenever Sega Man has it, or DJX Tuckmaster's Xbox Lions Den, or Hebot's show We Got Next whenever he has it. And as always, thank you and bye-bye.
Excellent stuff. Hey, Hebot, I'm gonna go ahead and do your outro. Oh, Hebot, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, I thought you stepped away.
I mean, again,
yeah. Let us know where they could find you and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Just real quick, it's a shame that so much great unappreciated content, right? That Erok produced through the years, and again, I think he keeps saying 7. I think it's more than that because he's had stuff so long that it came to a closure in the way that it has. But again, it's something that's out of his control. It just shows how fucked up all these platforms really are, and you really don't have no say or ownership, even though you're the one putting in all the hard work and labor, which makes it even more so understandable how fucked up it is when people get screwed out of money that do have a lot of income coming in and flow. But at least they have a fighting chance to fight more for their channel. And unlike Erok in his case, because his channel is very small, they kind of basically throw us to the side and hide us. They don't really, ever put us in the forefront so that we can grow, because it should be the other way around, where the smaller channels are put up more in the forefront so that they can grow as the others did. But in this case, it doesn't, because for them, it don't make them money. If you make them money, then that's different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's, again, it's just a shame. It's been great to have discovered his channel, obviously, because that's how we got to know him and got to discover him. Unfortunately, you know, I got to know him more personally under a situation that really pissed me off, because it goes back to when they were being toxic with him, where he was making a video talking about how he really badly wanted to play some stuff, but due to his life circumstances, situation economically at that time, he couldn't really do much because he had to prioritize, like he's saying he's going to do now, prioritize other things, which makes perfect sense, like putting food on his table. And you saw the comment sections, nothing but idiots and assholes, and saying, "Oh, haha, you broke ass motherfucker, you N-word, you dickhead, you dummy, good for you, stupid, don't play games, blah, blah, blah." But I remember when he tried to make the video about how a video game is an expensive hobby, and if you can't afford it, then don't cry about it, right? Which it wasn't what he was doing. He was just basically saying that his audience was, people were being inconsiderate and being unempathetic, saying stupid shit just because he couldn't play a game, which was Tomb Raider at the time it was coming out. Everybody was anticipating it. And I said, you know what? He's not alone. I watch him as a content creator. I appreciate his content. So I'm going to help him out because I was doing okay at the time, right? Or I had the means, right? And so I went and bought it for him. And because of that, we've established, he left, right? We established a very close friendship. And me and Erok, we never meet eye to eye with everything. We've disagreed on a lot of things, from politics to women, shit to sports, whatever the case may be. But we always did it with respect, right? We always done it with a lot of integrity and genuine love, right? Showing that we had appreciation for each other as adults, as men, as comrades, right? On this YouTube scene and in the video game space. I've learned a lot from Erok and a lot of things when it comes to, like, you know, his satire with a lot of things he's done when it comes to like movies or things that he used to do in forums, and even about, you know, history, because he's very, very knowledgeable in a lot of stuff and a lot of things based off historical facts, right, or value or knowledge that people don't really know him for or never really paid attention to him for. And I'm pretty sure he learned from me for a lot of things, right? Because he's mentioned it numerous amounts of times to nauseum, and to the point where he makes you nauseous about it. All right, we get it. You'll appreciate he, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like when he does that, right? But I know he did it because he has a level of respect for my knowledge of gaming and as a gaming historian, as I like to call myself, right? But again, this may be for the better, but Erok knows, the good thing is that he knows, even though he's stepping away for the time being, that if he really wanted to come back or do anything or any other ventures, he knows we got his back. He knows he's not alone. He knows he's got his knights of shining armor in the round table, so to speak, right? So he knows he's not alone. So I think that gives him comfort. I think that gives him solitude. I think that makes him feel vindicated and verified, basically, where he knows that whatever move he makes next, he's going to have the support, whether it's on YouTube or in his real life, because we're always going to be friends. We're not going to stop being friends, obviously. And he knows that. So that's why I think makes him feel so calm and make him feel like, hey, listen, all good things come to an end. Maybe this is for the better. And I think that's why he's taking it so gracefully, because he knows he's established, a level of friendship and family, right? And for lack of a better term, on YouTube that he probably never thought he would. And a lot of people still to this day haven't found on YouTube, even though they surround themselves with thousands and thousands of people, right? Erok knows that when he says, "Oh, Unlimited is my boy," he knows it's because he really is his boy. Unlike others that say, "Oh, he's my boy," and then the next couple of days over, he backstabs him, or a month later, he acts like a completely different person. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel that's why he's at peace, right? He will be missed, obviously. And obviously
he's not dead. He's right here.
Obviously, but I'm saying missed in the sense of what he creates or what he created in his channel, right? Because it's different. I don't care if people say it was cheap, low quality. It was different.
It was funny.
And there's
too.
not a lot of channels out there that you could say that about, because you go to most channels and it's just basically people doing the same thing with nice editing skills,
that's true.
but without the genuine authenticity, without the genuine knowledge. They're basically Googling the fuck out of everything or reading Wikipedia or shit like that, but not from actual personal real life experience. The way that I have, the way that Erok has had, the way that you have, to many extent, the way that Sega Man 100, even Sega Forever, for example, right? Or even our brother Tuck, right? So that's what made him stand out from all the rest. So even though he had 14,000 subscribers, we all know he deserved well over 1 million subscribers. If people really had the right head in their place and realized what actual quality is and what actual good people that know what they're talking about and what's worth your time is about. So, Brother Erok, like I said, we're here for you. You whatever decision you make, we're there for you. We love you. Like you said, we know you love us. But again, I have a lot of respect that you're taking it so well. But don't give up. Whatever you decide to do from this point forward, we got your back. And you're always going to be there in the panel because you're the one of the knights of the round table, no matter what, right? We can't say the 4 horsemen because there's more than 4 of us, right? But you know what I'm saying. So good luck to everything you do from this point forward. Okay, don't be a fucking stranger. You need anything, we're a phone call away, we're a tweet away, we're on Xbox, whatever the case may be, a DM away, and you let us know because we'll do whatever it takes, whatever you need to service you and help you in any way. The way that you have for us and this community that's so, I don't want to say ungratefully because a lot of people did have great, gratitude for you, but so unignorantly didn't appreciate, right? That's the way I see it, and that's the way it goes. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Salute to you, my brother. Salute 1,000 times. So you guys know where to find me on the Hebot channel on YouTube, which I wouldn't be surprised if I'm targeted next. But until then, we'll keep on fighting the good fight until my time comes. And, obviously you can find me here on the Exile as we continue forward with how we're going to do it and approach it. On the Lion's Den, on the Unlimited Truth, and obviously you can find me on any social media platform. So thank you, chat. Thank you guys for everything, for joining us on this celebrated farewell, I guess, for our brother. But the start of new beginnings and something probably better and bigger or greater as we move forward, because we're not, you can't stop us, basically is what I'm trying to say.
Excellent stuff, man. Excellent stuff.
Thank you,
yeah, man. Very well said. Yes, everybody. That's it for today. We just had to show our love and respect for Erok and then talk about a little gaming. But otherwise, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weeks. Next time you hear us live, Erok would be live from the West Philadelphia Retirement Center for old broke niggas. So everybody enjoy, and we'll be back stronger than ever. And we are out.